Okay. Oh, looks like we might actually have some road workage this way as well. So we'll see how we go. No, I think they just have it paralleled on both sides of the sign. Oh. Anyway, the backstory for this little side trip is around the new millennium, or somewhere just before or just after, I can't remember the actual date time now. The late Cheddick, you know, sort of said he'd got a phone call from somebody saying that, you know, I know you're into these sticky plants, these sundews or sort of thing. I've seen some prey foliage. I think it was definitely mentioned. I think it was prey foliage, or, you know, probably called it by its, you know, common name or something, the early sundew or something like that. I don't know, but he said, I've seen some behind the Clarendon Oval. You know, so, you know, I thought, oh, it's a bit far-fetched, isn't it? And blah, blah, blah. So I went out there, couldn't find anything, and then I thought, you know, maybe it was, they meant the Loberthal Oval or something like that, you know, more out in the bush sort of thing. And then I saw, when I was looking at the clip footage from here, I came to this road called Truman's Road, and when I thought, that's an unusual road. And when you look on the map, it sort of goes to the back of the Clarendon Oval area sort of thing, and I thought, whoa, okay. Okay. I don't know. Is it going to be a wasted trip, or has it been developed? So, had I been here, ooh, don't want to get bogged, fellas. Had I been here, you know, 15 years ago when the actual information was here, maybe there wouldn't be a winery here, or vinery, a vineyard, and no, I don't like the groundage, fellas, because I've got to turn around and I might get bogged or something. Okay. Oh, it's going to be a 60 million point 3-point turn, I think. Maybe we can just park over here on some higher ground, I think. At least we've got a slope to drive out of. But maybe go for a bit of a wander or look-see. But yeah, might as well. We're running at 3 minutes, so we've got another 3 minutes. I think it's going to be a wasted trip, but the idea was the idea was there. Okay, fellas. Okay. Oh, well, the sole's all right, so, you know. But I don't know, we got something up here. It's probably someone's property or something now. But if you look on the Google Maps, this sort of area, yeah, it's someone's place, I think. Oh, it's just an outshed for the vineyard. Mm-hmm. No, it's not quite what I thought it was, fellas. But a nice bit of landage there. See, this apparently runs, see, the Clarendon Oval is over there, so this sort of runs behind it. So, okay, it's not totally out of the question. But maybe before it was denuded, I don't know how long this winery's been here, but as I said, I'd never really noticed that road before. So whether it's a new one or something, or maybe the bloke that ran Shadow up, he'd seen the plants when the place was being developed 15 years ago. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he was a worker or something. Yeah, because it was in the vet field sort of thing. So maybe somehow there was a bit of interplay between the various workers, and someone said, "Oh, you know, my old colleague or something, he'd like to know about these or something." Blah blah blah. It's just. We didn't have Google Maps really back then, so you couldn't just go on there and say, behind the oval, what does he mean, you know, and then suddenly you see this other road, Turner's Road, rather than Turner's No, is it Tennis Road? No, whatever the name was. But old fence, is it electrified? No, is that just a tensioner? Wouldn't want to make them. I think it's electrified, fellas. Not sure. Anyway, interesting. It was a little side tour anyway. Needs further work on the old Google Maps, I reckon, but the idea is there. Now, the question is, can we actually get out? Did I lock it? Yeah, I did lock it. Why did I lock it, fellas? Because I didn't know whether it's going to be a long trip or a short trip. Okay. Right. And then last night, I had a bit of homemade Rogan Josh or something I did with a thing, and I didn't feel too well after that. Got really hot and everything, and unusual because I usually have the satay one, the peanut satay. What's that called? I've had that for years, and I've never had a problem with that sort of thing. Handbrake off. 3 million point turn. To try and alleviate the problem of getting bogged. Oh, I don't think it's going to be too bad. At least we're on a slope, I suppose. Don't go too fast and let gravity do the work, I think. Okay, well, and maybe we can take the lens hood off and we'll see how that works. How about that? Just for the time being, we'll put it back on. And how about that? Yeah, that gets rid of the. That makes the footage a little bit better, doesn't it? Well, as far as I know, anyway. I've got it on general colour and the ruler focus, so it shouldn't go in and out of focus. And yeah, well, sorry about this. It was a nice idea at the time, but maybe it just needs a bit of further research, you know. Oh, and I discovered they've got a new function now, 3D function on the Google Maps last night I noticed. You press, there's a 3D, it just puts the map at an angle slightly. It's not really 3D, but you know, I think they just get their little plane flyer to fly at an angle for a while, and they put all those angled clips together or something, and I don't know. Don't know, fellas. Anyway, probably it's time to start a new clip from here. Yeah, maybe it'd be the best. Or for our... Yeah, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll go up to Baker's Gully sign and stop there, and that'll be a good way. Someone coming. Oh no, there's quite a few coming this way, and there's someone coming up the other way, I think. Yep, with the lights on. I'm not quite at the bend, so. Okay. Oh well, I've got a bit of long haulage here. Okay, I think we'll pull in here and let this chap go with his long haulage. There you go, fella. Yep. Okay.